Hi everyone. Hi everyone. How are you doing? Good morning to you. Good afternoon. Good evening, depending on your time zone. So I just want us to listen to this short video from somebody. Some people say he's one of Nigerian military. Some said he's an insider. What I don't care where he come from. Like I don't care his position. What matters is what he said because he revealed how Nigerian government is romancing with Boko Haram in the name of reintegration and repenting them and what have you. That process of repentance is something not clear to Nigerians. So, as a Biafran, as Igbo man, we all know the tactics and the game they're playing when it comes to this Boko Haram. Remember, the initiation of or the creation of Boko Haram, the formation of Boko Haram, the insecurity that people are not talking about now, started immediately after Obasanjo settled, of course, about not Yaradua and of course Goodluck Jonathan. Remember the issue of Niger Delta Avengers. So the Fulani felt that okay, these guys are making money from this. Let us utilize this opportunity to create problem that will actually help us to achieve our jihad. And that is what happened. And look at where the whole thing is now. And the funny thing is that no matter who becomes Nigerian president, this issue will keep on going. And I can assure you that Peter B is not going to win any election because it is shocking that an elderly person like Peter B and some Igbo elders are yet to understand that Nigeria is not going to give you that free hand to operate or to excel the way you think you can. When you know that they don't want you to become Nigerian president and nothing will make them to give you either because it's part of the agreement and they have felt Boko Haram and ISWAP have invested a lot in Nigeria that it will take a huge investor like America to able to challenge them. Without them, you are gonna. The only thing that will save us, like I always tell you, is United States of Biafra declared. If you like, keep on wasting your time. The more you waste time, the more you are risking people's life. Anyway, I just want us to pay close attention to the video insert because we are going to go through it one by one. But before then, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Let us know what you think about it. Now, this man, while talking, he's talked to some, to the level. It's a short video. I think 3 minutes, if I'm not mistaken, 3 minutes plus. But he said, when a man begins to pour his mind and got a level of saying, I don't care if they want to take my life, you know what I mean? So it is actually very, very bold step for him to take, and we have to appreciate that. Now, many of you can agree with me that the Nigerian government is not helping matter. So the issue of insecurity and genocide, they are busy trying to twist the mind, the fact that it's not Christian genocide. They want you to believe that it's just, group of people buying people. Then who are actually buying people? And who are they buying? If you can answer that, then that means you are truthful to yourself. So let us quickly go through the post from Aloy Ejimako about the same video. Aloy Ejimako have this video. He said, the grave dangers you never know about the so-called rehabilitated or repentant Boko Haram finally revealed from the horse's mouth, and it is bigger than anybody could have imagined. The video is here. That's Aloy Ejimako. So we also have a post from China Saworo. I want you to hear what he said because he also tweeted the same video, and he said, Biafrans and Nigerians. Okay, this man, you are more Nigerian than anything. He said, Biafrans and Nigerians, kindly listen to this shocking revelation about what Nigerian government does with the rehabilitated Boko Haram members or other terrorists in Nigeria. There is no hope to eradicate terrorism in Nigeria, especially with this northern elite who sees terrorism as a lucrative business. Okay, and okay, you know what? Let's hear this. Please pay attention. And if you have anything to say, we can now, chip in something about it, because I want you to hear. The volume is not all that loud, but that's why I have to drop the sound, the background sound from my end, so that it will not disrupt or interrupt the video itself. So please pay close attention while we go through it. No. Start from beginning. Start from beginning. Let's start from beginning.
Now, what they do after the rehabilitation, they fill form, they ask questions. How many people have you killed? So if you kill 50, you have your own class. 50 of 20 have never killed. So if you have never killed, maybe you stay there 1 month and go off. If you kill small number, 2 months. If you kill many, 6 months. Which type of ammunition that you use? Then that's the people that they are going to pay them a payoff of 3 million and monthly salary of 50,000. I'm saying this, it should be a shocking. I'm repeating this.
Okay, now let me throw more light on what they said. That when they captured Boko Haram, they will tell them, if you have killed, if you have killed, if you have not killed at all, stay here, go outside. Then if you have killed maybe fewer people, maybe 3, 4, 5, few people like that, stay here. Then if you have killed like a huge number of people, go to the other side. Then those that have not killed at all, after 1 month, they will tell them, okay, you cannot go home. Then those that have killed somehow, so minimum, like they have not killed enough, they will tell them, oh, stay 2 months, go home. If you have killed enough, you stay 6 months, and they will pay you monthly salary of 50,000 naira, and they will give you 3 million. Okay, what do you think will be in the minds of those that go home? They have to go back to kill huge number of people for them to earn 3 million. I'm gonna take it back again. That's for you to know, when people say that Nigerian government is a terrorist government, I used to kind of keep quiet about it, but now honestly you can tell. Why I keep quiet is because I don't want people to say, oh, you are exaggerating. But I love it when evidence is there. Listen.
Now, what if
Boko Haram are being rehabilitated? Now I will be repeating it so that you can understand it very, very well.
After the rehabilitation, they fill form.
After the rehabilitation, they will fill form.
Ask questions.
They will ask questions.
How many people have you killed?
How many people have you killed?
So if you kill 50, you have your own class.
If you kill 50, you go one side.
50 and above 20.
50 and above, go this side. 20 or 50 down, stay one side. And the other part, if you have never killed at all, you are just a member, go to the other side.
If you have never killed, maybe you stay there 1 month and go off. If you kill small number, 2 months. If you kill many, 6 months. Which type of ammunition that you use? Then that's the people that they are going to pay them a payoff of 3 million and monthly salary of 50,000. I'm saying this, it should be a shocking. I'm repeating this. After being rehabilitated, what happens the next? If you cannot live without the government will provide home for you. As a civilian JTF, you all know that they are here in Abuja. Most of them are repentant Boko Haram. Some of them that they cannot stay in the society, they are being exported to Algeria to go and attack the miners, to go and do illegal mining, gold mining in Algeria, and be paid. If they sustain gunshot, they are going to be transported back to Maiduguri and treated in the University of Maiduguri. to the government of Borno State.
Hey!
The repented IDPs, repented Boko Harams, and also the civilian JTF go to Zamfara. They are there. The government of Zamfara is paying them 70,000. The government of Borno State is paying is paying 70,000 to the Borno State government. The Borno State government is paying them 50,000. Meaning it is a job, it is a business. It is not a crime to start a business if the business is being organized by a government. The business that I'm craving for is to start my terrorism. I'm not going to terrorize anybody. I'm going to fight back. It has been so painful that the killer of my dad is being paid in taxpayers' money. The abductors of our wife, our children, our sisters are being paid off by the taxpayers' money. They drive luxury car with escort. There is one man that slaughtered 96 people a day. Now he's driving with Hilux.
96 people a day. 96 people one day.
I don't care. I don't care. I'm ready to die.
Hey! Oh boy.
I'm ready to die. Because
oh boy.
What's the life?
Jesus Christ. Okay. My goodness. Anyway, I'm not gonna say much, but you have heard it from the horse's mouth, like Lord Mago said. And in a country where you have a group of, the group telling you that nobody can do this, nobody can do that, please let me know what you think about everything. What a country. God. Anyway, thank you. Good morning to you.